I was looking out, and you were here behind the podium. It's a blind spot. That's so I'm going to put this down only because I have some notes. I have some notes on this one. I don't want to forget. So, but I'll put that back up before.
Teeny tiny question.
Oh, go for
When
it.
they're done gathering or bringing to time, is that how we use it?
I think that's it. I think so. Or I'll do a charm. I'll check it first. Yeah. Nurturing source of all life, like flowers opening to receive the rain. May we be receptive to receive the care we need. The care we need comes in many forms. It comes in the form of love of friends, wisdom from mentors, beauty from nature, strength from community. Believing we must be self-sufficient. Too often we resist living into the interdependence that care invites us. Teach us the grace of grateful acceptance so we receive the gift that will help restore us. Good morning, my friends. It is good to be together with you all today. I am Michele Townsend Grove, and I use she, her pronouns. I serve as the pastor of this lovely, amazing congregation, and the words that you just heard were written by Dr. Elias Ortega, who is the president of Meadville Lombard Theological, first day with the new lips. Meadville Lombard Theological Seminary. So Dr. Ortega writes a monthly newsletter of weekly reflections. So he sends it out once a month, and he has like reflections for week 1 and week 2. And this one came in May's newsletter, where the theme for him is nurturing. The piece is entitled Morning Blessing. It is good to be with you today, and there's a couple things I would like to kind of frame for you before we engage in the service. First of all, I want you to notice that our beloved music director, Gates, is not here today, even though normally he would be. Gates is attending some family matters and is with family today, and I am glad that he can be with them. And I'm also deeply appreciative of all the people who have stepped up to help cover music and to bring that vital part. So thank you all for the music that you bring. Also, if by chance smells of beautiful things like sausage and eggs and peppers start to waft up from the basement fellowship hall, please know that the brunch is open to all of you, but not until the service is over. All right, my friends, with that, let us engage in the welcome.
Good morning. I'm Barbara Thompson, and I use she, her pronouns. I serve as congregation in pastoral care and leadership development committee. I am co-leading our service this morning as worship associate. Welcome to our special place. At the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of the Quad Cities, we welcome all people into our beloved community of whatever age, race, class, ethnicity, physical ability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or religious background. We welcome especially those joining us for the first time. We live stream our services, and those recordings are then saved in our UUCQC YouTube channel. If you do not wish to appear in these recordings, you may sit under the owl's nest at the back by the bookshelves. We invite everyone to join us downstairs after service for coffee, snacks, and conversation. Thank you for joining us this morning.
So as Barb lights our chalice, we'll honor our opening with the words of Claudia Dean Olivia, who wrote this Mother's Day chalice lighting. We light this chalice for mothers and mothering, to celebrate those who have taken on the task of nurturing a young one, baby, child, or youth into adulthood, to celebrate those who have nourished the light of truth and compassion in growing minds and hearts, to celebrate those who have committed time, money, and energy to the growth of others in the world. Blessed be. If you would like, you can rise if you're able or willing, or sit and enjoy while you sing. The choice is yours. We are going to sing hymn number 123, Spirit of Life. The words will either be on your screen or in the green hymnal. We'll sing it through 3 times. Our Lord.
Please remain lifted up in the spirit of love and friendship. Let us now acknowledge the holy in our midst by briefly greeting those around us, especially those we do not know.
Come, yet again, come. Come on up. How we doing today, guys? Good. What's special about today? What day is it today?
Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day, right? We're gonna do a little activity today. So I'm gonna give everybody a stuffy. Oh, you get what you get. You do not get to keep them. These are Addie and Kaylee's stuffies. All right, this is actually, I don't know why Addie put this in here, because this is her most favorite stuffy. So who wants to take really good care of this? Okay.
Which one is this? Which is this?
I don't know. Oh, and this is part of Kaylee's Care Bear collection.
This is a week.
All right, so everyone's gonna get a stuffy. And we're gonna practice caring for our stuffies right now. Because what do our moms do?
Care for us.
Care for us? You got one? Does everyone have one?
Yeah. I have a week.
Yeah? What are some special things that our moms do for us?
Feed us.
They feed us? Yeah. They put you to bed? They help you? They give you hugs? What else? What else do our moms do for us?
They give you food.
Yes, and they make you food, right? Do moms do a lot of hard work?
Yes, like you.
Yeah, like me. Oh, thank you. When they cook for us, they drive us everywhere. You know, moms have to get up before us to make sure we get out of bed.
That's not me.
You know, moms have to go to bed after us to make sure that you go to bed.
Not me.
Right? So do we think our mommies need rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
Or our caregivers?
Especially because sometimes we're really crazy.
Yes. Zoe's admitting that sometimes she's really crazy. Okay, so everyone, we're gonna pretend that our stuffies are our mommies.
There's something.
Oh, hold on. Okay, that's okay. So we're gonna lay down. Can we spread out and lay down? Because sometimes our mommies need rest, right? And sometimes they need somebody to take care of them too, right? So we're gonna put our stuffies on our chest. So we're gonna lay on our backs and put our stuffies on our chest. Okay, lay down. All right, everyone lay down. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And everybody else, you can put your hands on your heart. If you don't have for all my grown-ups, you can put your hands on your heart and think about the care that your mother or caregiver gives to you. Because remember, not everybody has a mommy in their life, right? And a lot of our grown-ups around here are sad because some of their mommies aren't around anymore. So sometimes Mother's Day is hard, right? So we're gonna take some deep breaths. And we're gonna think about that our mommies need rest and they need someone to take care of them sometimes, right? So can we do that? Can we close your eyes? Take a minute. And give your mommy some of the love and care that she gives you. How does that feel? How does that feel, guys? Good. Can we do that when we get home today? And give our mommies a hug. But also acknowledge that sometimes our mommies don't want a hug. They just want some space. Because they love us very much. But sometimes they just want space. Yes, so can we go home and ask our mommies if they want a hug and ask them what they need to get some rest, right? All right. Are we ready to go downstairs? Yes. Okay, let's go downstairs.
Good morning. I am Susan Perry, a member of the Pastoral Care Team. As we gather today, we pause to reflect on what lies within our hearts. In this time of sharing, we take a moment to recognize our personal joys and sorrows, and to read from the book of Joys and Sorrows, those personal life events that you have chosen to share with us. We have 2 joys. Anne Marie says it was great having the prairie burn. Kudos to all who participated. We have another thank you. Lori McCollum thanks all the window washers who worked Saturday morning. Are there any joys or sorrows online?
No, there is not.
Okay, thank you. For what has been shared and for what remains in the quiet sanctuary of our hearts, we are grateful. Let us become aware of the energy that brings us together in beloved community as we share a time of silent meditation. May we open our minds and hearts to a place of quiet, to a silent prayer for the healing of pain and the comfort of love. Following our silent meditation, we will enter into time of musical meditation, when you are invited to come forward and light a candle. May we discover a sense of peace and fulfillment in the quiet and in the music and in the light.
We continue with the words from Victoria Weinstein, titled Prayer for All Who Mother. We reflect on Thanksgiving this day for all those whose lives have nurtured ours, the life-giving ones who heal with their presence, who listen in sympathy, who give wise advice, but only when asked for. We are grateful for those who have mothered us, who have held us gently in times of sorrow, who celebrated with us our triumphs, no matter how small, who noticed when we changed and grew, who praised us for taking risks, who took genuine pride in our success, and who expressed genuine compassion when we did not succeed. On this day that honors mothers, let us honor all mothers, no matter their gender, who from somewhere in their being have freely and wholeheartedly given life and sustenance and vision to us. Dear Divine Spirit, grant us life-giving ways, strength for birthing, and a nurturing spirit, that we may take attentive care of our world, our communities, and those precious beings entrusted to us by biology or by destiny or by friendship, fellowship, or fate. Give us the heart of a mother today. Amen. This congregation is a theologically diverse religious community with membership open to all who are in accord with our values, missions, and vision. Our congregation is entirely self-governed through the democratic process. One of the privileges of our free church tradition is to provide all of the financial support for our many ministries from among ourselves. Generosity, therefore, is one of the spiritual values we recognize as central to our personal and our institutional well-being. This month's undesignated plate offering will go to the UUA. We invite you now to participate in the blessing of giving as the ushers come among you to accept the gifts of the congregation. Please be as generous as you are able.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
Thanks, moms.
For all the gifts of time and treasure that you give to this congregation, with sincere gratitude, we thank you.
Oh, my friends. So each year on the second Sunday of May, I reflect, as many might, on the stories that surround the founding of Mother's Day. There's more than one. For example, in one story, I follow my Unitarian heritage, the Unitarian Universalist faith in which I have learned the story of Julia Ward Howe. Julia Ward Howe is the author of The Battle Hymn of the Republic and a Unitarian heroine out of the Boston area who founded Mother's Day as a peace movement during the Civil War in the 1870s. There are many stories on the Unitarian Universalist website about Julia and her work for social justice and the people who gathered around and saw mothering and social justice combined as an intricate kind of fabric. And then, though, if I follow my West Virginia roots, let's go Mountaineers. Any Mountaineer fans here? I know. I'll tell you, if Iowa and West Virginia University ever meet in football or basketball, I think I'm in trouble. But I reflect on Ann Jarvis and her campaign to make Mother's Day a national holiday. You see, in 1905, Ann Jarvis's mother, Anna Reeves Jarvis, died. And she died on the second Sunday in May. And it is claimed in several sources, including the well-illustrated magazine Wild, Wonderful West Virginia, that Ann Jarvis went directly to her room following her mother's funeral and began to design a massive letter-writing campaign that would make Mother's Day a national holiday. She wanted to honor her mother because her mother's life and her mother's cause was worth honoring. Ann's mother was Anna Reeves Jarvis. She was born in 1832 and married at the age of 20. She had 11 children. Only 4 survived to adulthood. During the Civil War in Taylor County, West Virginia, where the Jarvis family resided, the people and the families were split between the Union and the Confederate. And so Ann's mother, Anna Reeves Jarvis, created a Mother's Day work club and a Mother's Friendship Day. She brought women together with the idea that anybody who was a part of the club would not take sides in the war. In fact, Jarvis, who sympathized with the Union side, wore gray, which was the color of the Confederates, and her dear friend, who was a sympathizer for the Confederates, wore the blue of the Union. There are several stories around Anna Reeves Jarvis, and these stories demonstrate someone who was willing to put their life at risk for peace. And according to some of these stories, it worked. for the people who were fighting so desperately along the divide in this county put down their weapons and found ways to heal. Part of what they used was music and singing. Anne knew when her mother died that she and all mothers should be honored for their work. So she launched this letter-writing campaign to politicians, to city leaders, to national leaders all over the place. And by 1910, the first Mother's Day on the second Sunday of May was celebrated in the state of West Virginia. And then by 1911, according at least to West Virginia Magazine, it was celebrated in 48 states and 4 countries beyond this nation. And then in 1914, it was proclaimed by President Woodrow Wilson as a national holiday, and we have been celebrating it ever since. However, here's the tricky part, my friends. Anne died in 1948, regretting her effort to make Mother's Day a national holiday. According to Olive Ricketts, who was the curator of the Anna Reeves Jarvis Museum in Taylor County, quote, "It wasn't for us to buy our mother a gift or take her out to dinner. All Anna wanted was for one day a year where a mother should be able to sit on the back porch with a cup of coffee and not be disturbed," unquote. I'm going to pause in case anybody would like to applaud at this moment. Yeah, I hear you. Anne spent much of her later years undoing the commercial damage of Mother's Day. It started almost immediately. She had hoped that the children would use this day to write loving letters to their mother while their mother rested in whatever place she found. And it wasn't that long until cards were created and all the children had to do was sign their name. She was livid. Instead of the commercialization, she wanted this day of rest. She was even seen at one point, according to the History Channel, I read this great clip about this, where she was seen vandalizing or at least protesting loudly at a carnation flower cart to tell people not to buy flowers for their mother, but to go do it right. Anne died without children and in a sanitarium in 1948. Those regrets were a part of her later years, and those are things that can help us. This is the kind of story that can help us make it right. For honoring our mothers is an amazing thing, and honoring all who mother is as well. My friends, both Julia Ward Howe and Anne Jarvis are intriguing stories, and I encourage you to dig deeper into them because as you see, when you start to dig, you find some amazing nuggets that can help inform who we are and where we're going today. For me, both of these stories are true. And yet, one of the things that I find intriguing is that both of the stories hold at their roots a core of social justice. Anne Jarvis was honoring a mother who had the courage to rise up in the midst of the divide of the Civil War. Julia Ward Howe also was gathering mothers together to make sure that the world was a better place for their children. These are social justice stories, and I hope that we can remember that. Now, as Tiffany had pointed out, I also want to lift up, Mother's Day can also be complicated. It can be a day of grief and loss and longing. If a family has lost a child, or children have been hard to bear, all kinds of things If you've lost a mother, this is not a day that is easy. And I want to hold space as we talk about Mother's Day today. And I also hope that we can lift up a very important point, which is true and has been true for centuries, and yet isn't always talked about in depth. Mothers are not the only ones who should be honored on this day. Mothering is a broad act, my friends. Mothering is an act that can and is done by people of all genders. Your gender identity does not make you a mother. Your care for others makes you a mother. Whatever you might call it, mothering or fathering or parenting, it stems from one thing. How do you nurture the young? How do you nurture each other? How do we nurture our community and our world? It is about nurturing, my friends. And I know that nurturing is not always seen in capitalist society as a prominent or well-adorned part of our lives. We don't always give it the credit it's due, and yet it is vital to our world. Now, there's another word that kind of comes together with nurturing that I want to bring in to you today. I'm not going to dive deep into it, but I want to introduce it. Because of some research that I've been doing, and because of an amazing UU curriculum I've just found, this word ties with nurturing in a different way. And it's the word nourishing. Nourishing. For the past several months, I have gone deep into the study of what does it mean to nourish. I have discovered in my study, and I'm looking forward to more, many gendered and ethnic voices that have looked at nourishment in community through food production, and the environment. I have discovered cooks and cookbook authors who are writing stories about the intersection of food and social change, and that change is not necessarily happening in a rally or in the Senate chambers, even though it should go there too. The change, my friends, is happening around the table. Valerie Segrest, who is a member of the Muckleshoot people of Northwest Washington State, is the founder of the Tahoma Peak Solutions, and she says, I'm very sorry for that. Part of being nourished is feeling connected and whole. Let me say that again. Part of being nourished is feeling connected to and whole. Wow, my friends, we've just been looking at the values of this congregation. Connection is at the top of the list of what we value as a Unitarian Universalist community. Making sure that we have a place to be our whole authentic selves is a part of who we are. I don't know how many of you are planting gardens. Anybody planting vegetables or herbs at this point? There's some, yep. So I don't know if you get the same feeling that I do. Andy and I are now out planting our garden. And every time I'm out there with my hands in the dirt, I all of a sudden am reminded of how connected I am to the food I eat and the food that I share with neighbors and friends. It's better than the fast eating that I do at other points. And it helps me to realize that it's nurturing some of the deepest parts of who we are as a people. So, my friends, Over the next few months and years, I'll talk more about nurturing and nourishment. On this day, I believe the important thing for us to hold on to is that mothering is something that is done on a broad level. We should honor our biological mothers and those who mother us. Please give them the rest they need and follow Ann Jarvis's model that rest and gratitude is at the heart of what Mother's Day is all about. And travel with me if you wish, as we explore what does it mean to be a nurturing community? What does it mean to be a nourishing community? And what does it mean to be a people in the midst of a society that believes progress and capitalism is the thing that is the highest of value, that maybe there's something that's actually more valuable than that? And that's what we nurture from deep within ourselves, both as individuals and as a whole. Blessed be. All right, my friends, let us sing together. Rise if you're willing or able, and let's sing hymn number 18, What Wondrous Love. It is in your gray hymnal, or it'll be on the screen. And my friends, I invite you to sit for a few minutes while we end our service. One of the joys that I have with gathering on Sunday is that I am reminded of what amazing times we have when we are in this sacred space. And then I am joyful because I know that Sunday morning is not the only time that we gather. We actually have opportunities to gather as a whole or in smaller groups and to participate in the life of this community throughout the week. So, for example, I invite you to attend the brunch afterwards down in the fellowship hall. The youth class has been cooking. There are pancakes and eggs and all kinds of foods for all of you. And so we invite you to fellowship and enjoy the food together. Another way to be nourished. Also, just know that the Time and Talent auction will have its booklet all together very soon. Today is the last Sunday. If you have any services or talents that you would like to share with the congregation to get it into the booklet, or you can email up till the 15th. Melanie, raise your hand. If anybody has some ideas or want to kind of explore it, see Melanie and she will help you out. Sound good? It already looks exciting, my friends. So, also just a reminder that this coming Tuesday at 6:30 is another town hall for our annual meeting. The annual meeting is next Sunday following the Sunday service, and the town halls give you all an opportunity to hear more about what will be discussed, especially the budget. So if you have questions or would like to learn more, you are welcome to attend that town hall. Also, if you want to make sure that you are a voter and that you as a member have everything in order, you should contact Paul Lockhart or Lori McCullum. Lori's at the piano. You could get her right after. Another great opportunity for you to gather and be nourished is this coming Tuesday. The Golden Girls Lunch will meet in the boardroom at 11:30. My friends, if you are of golden age, and Alice, raise your hand. If you're not sure you're of golden age, you check with Alice and she'll let you know. Okay? Okay? But bring a brown bag lunch and enjoy. I'll tell you, whenever I've been there, it has been festive. So enjoy. That'll be fun. Also, the audiovisual team is looking for people who would like to be a part of that team. As Steve says, this is a great job for introverts. If you're one of those people that doesn't want to shake hands during the welcome of the Sunday service, this team is for you. They need about 3 more members to help with the audiovisual. The audiovisual helps to run the tech during the service, as well as the YouTube channel, which makes us accessible beyond these walls. It's a really important team, and they could use some more members to be a part. So if you want to talk to Steve or send an email to the communications@uucqc.org, you're welcome to do so. Also, I know there's been a few people who have not been getting the newsletter. So if you need to check and see what is getting in the way, call Michele in the office. She is in the office Monday through Friday, 9 to 1, except Tuesday she's in the office from 4 to 7 at night, so that even if you want to stop by after work, you can. All right, my friends, look at the great richness and ways in which we can gather. With this, let us extinguish our chalice.
As Michele extinguishes our chalice, let us join together in unison with these words written by Barbara Chetham. The words appear in your order of service and on the video display. Gather here again. May each of us bring happiness into another's life. May we each be surprised by the gifts that surround us. May each of us be alive by constant curiosity, and we regain together the spirit till the hour we meet again. And our closing words today are by Dr. Elias Ortega. As this day draws to a close, may we commit ourselves to build environments of flourishing, systems that support rather than oppress, cultures that nurture rather than diminish, policies that water the seeds of just tomorrows. May we claim as ours the hope that every small act of creating supportive conditions, contributions to the bounty of our collective thriving. May it be so. Blessed be, and go in peace, and please remain seated for the postlude.
I'd like to say something about this postlude before I play it.
Will you go to a mic real quick so everybody can hear? Yeah, please do. Well, no.
I just wanted to mention this postlude. When I was called yesterday about playing today, I thought, hello? Okay. I picked a piece that means a lot to me because it was composed by a friend and Unitarian from this church. If any of you remember Margaret Skinner, raise your hand. Margaret was a dear friend of mine and mothered me in many ways. And I wanted to acknowledge the women and others in our lives who have nurtured us, who aren't necessarily parents or biologically connected to us. She composed this piece after her husband passed. It's called